International news. K-pop band BTS opens UN debate with performance and speech. The future is an explored territory, and that's where we, more than anyone, will spend our time. The UN General debate opened on Monday night with a pre-recorded performance from K-pop band BTS. The group has been made special presidential envoy for future generations and culture by South Korea's President Moon Jae-in. The South Korean pop band, named the best-selling artists of 2020, delivered a speech where they praised young people's resilience during the pandemic and urged the use of sustainable development.
International news. Melbourne construction site shut down after violent vaccine protest. Riot police were deployed as hundreds of people protested against mandatory vaccination in Australia. Officers reportedly used rubber bullets and pepper spray after violent crowd damaged property and set off flare in the street of Melbourne. Protest followed an announcement that construction workers will be required to show proof that they have at least one vaccine dose in order to continue work.
International news. UN chief warns China. US to avoid new Cold War.
International news. Plane tips backwards at the US airport. The airline says this happens due to the shift of weight. The United Airlines plane transporting the USC football team to Pullman ahead of their matchup against WSU was seen tipped on its back wheels while parked on the runway. It was reported that almost half the team was still on board when this happened.
International news. US to lift travel ban for fully vaccinated UK and Europe travelers. The US is relaxing its COVID travel restrictions, ending an 18-month ban on UK and Europe passengers. From November, passengers will be allowed to travel to the US if they are fully vaccinated and undergo testing and contact tracing, the White House said.
Local news. Recovery. Economic returning to pre-pandemic level. Bahrain's economy is showing signs of recovering to levels registered before the COVID-19 pandemic. This was revealed as the cabinet reviewed a summary of the performance of key economic indicators at its weekly meeting on 20 September 2021. The session was chaired by His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, Crown Prince and the Prime Minister, at Gudaibiya Palace.
Local news. Man jailed for trying to travel with fake COVID certificate. A businessman has been jailed for 12 months for using a fake COVID-19 test certificate in an attempt to travel to Saudi Arabia. The 39-year-old Yemeni is said to have forged the certificate by changing a previous PCR test date from April 14th this year to June 3rd using a computer program. According to court documents, he was arrested at King Fahd Causeway by the Saudi authorities on June 3rd. He was found guilty of forgery and fraud by the High Criminal Court on 21st September. The defendant told judges that he was in a rush to visit his sick son in Saudi Arabia and forged the PCR test out of good intention. A Saudi official suspected him after he did not find a QR code on the PCR test. Local news. Total medical import hits BD 45 million last year. Medical devices and provisions worth BD 45 million were imported last year. It has been revealed the supplies ranged from gauze, cotton, and gloves to thermometers, X-ray and CT machines. The statistics, which reflected an increase from BD 30 million in 2019, was revealed by National Health Regulatory Authority Engineering Safety Advisor Nada Ghazan Al Sayed. Local news. 8 suspects held for selling mobile phones using misleading advertising. 8 people were arrested by the Mohara Governorate Police Directorate for alleged fraud after reportedly selling mobile phones that lacked the agreed upon specifications. An investigation launched after receiving complaints revealed the identity of the suspects, which led to their arrest, according to a statement. It added the suspect advertised the devices on social media and upon receiving money from the buyers, they gave them devices with different specifications. All legal measures have been taken to refer the case to the public prosecution.
107-year-old Japanese twins certified as the world's oldest. Two Japanese sisters have been certified by Guinness World Records as the world's oldest living identical twins, aged 107 years and 330 days. The organization said on 19 September 2021. The announcement coincided with Respect for the Aged Day, a national holiday in Japan. Tech news. Amazon permanently bans 600 Chinese brands. Amazon has booted almost 3,000 online merchants' accounts, which were backed by 600 Chinese brands from its store. The closure were part of the company's crackdown on consumer review abuse that were first reported by the Wall Street Journal. The publication had pointed out that some companies that offer gift cards to consumers in exchange for positive reviews on the store. As seen by The Verge, some of these offers were also disguised as VIP testing programs or extended product warranties.